6 common mistakes new home buyers make, part 2. In part 1 we went over, doing little home projects where you either try to do it yourself and you don't really have the skills. Drywalling was a good example, like taping and stuff like that, or painting. Or you get a general handyman who really doesn't do good work. And then also that leads into the second area, which was hiring a professional but not really getting good reviews, finding someone who you think is good and ends up making the problem worse. Plumbing in particular is important, or electrical. Okay, so now what about, that's the first two, what about the third and fourth? Well, one thing is budgeting, and expenses. Of course, most people have an idea that they got their mortgage under control, but there are other things like maybe a homeowners association and property taxes and homeowners insurance. There's a lot of other expenses with a home that sometimes people don't take into consideration, and then suddenly you'll find yourself in a really difficult situation with keeping up with all these expenses. And that will lead into the next area, which is home maintenance. There are a lot of regular things you should be doing in your home, from obviously cleaning, keeping things nice, whether it's your landscaping, whether it's just internally, if you live in a wet area, mold can be a problem, for example. So just taking care of things is really important. And then also, learn some basic skills. For example, a good thing to learn is some basic plumbing skills. Now, you don't obviously have to be a plumber, but a simple thing like, drain pipes, especially on the U-bend, they often get clogged up. And really basic stuff like having the wrenches and the tools where you could take care of a really simple plumbing job. Nothing complicated, but simple maintenance is important. And often new home buyers don't really learn these things, and suddenly just simple maintenance can prevent a big problem where now you've got to get a plumber in to clean the lines out and everything, and they're going to maybe charge you $150 an hour. Suddenly you've got $1,000 plumbing bill, which was completely unnecessary if you'd just done some basic maintenance. So there's some basic ideas for you. So that's like the third and fourth areas. Not accounting for all expenses in owning a home. Homes are like cars, but even more so. They require maintenance, and that maintenance costs money. And another thing is just learning some basic skills of how to do regular maintenance on different parts of the house. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful, and then we'll do one more video here where we talk about a couple of other areas where new home buyers often neglect to take consideration of these things. I hope you enjoyed that video. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the next one.